OBKB. So, in this tutorial of many, for your magazine, if you're using the new iPages, so if you have a Mac and it's like a little newer, or you have this page, iPages, this is how it works. Now, I kind of prefer the older iPages for a couple of reasons. One of them is the inspector is kind of on the side of the window here. So that's kind of a little bit of an annoying thing, but basically when you start using, let me start a new one. File, new, blank. We're going to start a brand new one here. I'm going to stretch it out. The first thing you'll get is your inspector has two little icons up here. It's got format and document. So if you go to document, the first thing is iPages always gives you by default a header and a footer at the bottom. So I never use those, or rarely use those. So the first thing I do is click those off. So I have more kind of, they're not kind of annoying me. So that's the first thing. It's a magazine, so we're going to keep it as this orientation. Our margins are there, but we don't really care about that because we're going to be putting text boxes and pictures that float around. That's pretty much it for document. So let's hit format. And that'll let you, once you click format, it lets you pick stuff. Now we're not gonna remember type on this. We're basically gonna add stuff. So the first thing we're gonna do is you can click this little media button and put pictures that are right on your computer, or you can, that's like using your iPhoto, which is kind of annoying. But instead, if I got pictures from Google, we're gonna insert. You can hit insert choose, and then you can just go to your desktop, which is here, and you can go to, let's pick our famous picture that I've been using, my rat, and here's my rat. So again, you get kind of guides that tell you what the middle of the magazine is. That's the middle of the page. You get these like yellow lines that pop up, which is cool. I'm going to stick mine in the corner there. I'm going to stretch it. You can either grab it from the corner or any little square. If you go over here to arrange, as long as this little box is clicked, your picture will not change in size or squish. If you uncheck that box, your image is going to squish when you do that, okay? So let's keep that click because I want to keep my rat the same way. So I'm going to shift click, and if you haven't seen the video on what images to use and how your images can continue to look good when you make them bigger, you'll have to watch my video tutorial on image size. Now, if there's nothing picked, you're not going to see anything over here. So if I pick the picture, it will give me stuff that I could do to my picture. I could change its opacity, which means I can make it lighter if I wanted to. I can give it a shadow. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. What else? Okay, text. He's a little big. So the next thing I want to do is I want to have a title for my magazine. So I'm going to put title there. Now quickly you can come over here and you can hit where text, you can hit like where it says body over there. You can click title and that gives you a nice big font to start off. And Rat Life is my magazine, and we're going to put that up there. I like it to be centered, so over here on the side you could just hit center. You can also go to each end of the magazine like this, which means the title will totally be centered. And something cool you can do with the words is down here for spacing. Where is it? I don't really use this one so much, but there's a way that you can like, okay, I don't see it. Character styles, alignment, arrange, layout, is that it? Oofa! Excuse me, that was a sneeze. Text inset, tabs. I'm looking for how to stretch out the character spacing. I guess this is it, character spacing. Let me see if I highlight that. Default spacing, no, it's not doing anything. I don't know, but there's a way to do it on the other one that's easy. You'll have to figure out. Okay, so anyway, the first thing I want to do is make this awesome. So I want to pick the text, the style, I want kind of a cool, oh, freshman, that's appropriate. That's us. And I want to pick an awesome size. So let's do 60, hit enter, and that's pretty big. Now, something I mentioned in the other video, if you wanted to space these out, you could totally space this out, which is fine. You can also have words independent of one another. So I'm going to cut that guy out. Oops. I'm going to cut that guy out and hold on. Make this its own text box for rat. And I'm going to have a new text box and I'm going to paste in that other word I had, life. Actually, let me just repeat this guy, copy, paste. And let me kill this text box. What I mean, these are crashing now. Remember, to get them to stop crashing, go to arrange, which is over here. Go to arrange, text wrap, none, and then they don't crash into one another. So now, since the title, the words are independent from one another, I could just say life, and now I can just do whatever I want. Like you can put them on top of each other. You can, you could be a little bit more graphic with words like that. So that's one thing you could do. Notice it's crashing. One of these is crashing with my rat. So we want to text wrap none, and now you can put the words anywhere, okay? So that's one thing you could do there. Shapes. Oh, let me add an icon. Insert, choose. On the desktop, I have my little download here, which is this rat. He's so huge that he made an extra page. He's annoying me, so I'm gonna go over here to text wrap none, and then everything is okay. Notice he's got a white background on him. That's not a problem if you sort of shrink them and stick them in there, but I'll show you how to get rid of that. That's called alpha. And if you can't see some of these buttons I have, you just have to right click up on your, the top up here and say customize toolbar, and you get all these options that you can totally drag and stick up there, okay? So that's one thing you could do. So with alpha, just grab the alpha thing, and all you have to do is with this bullet thing, you could just go like that and just move it so you get this, and then it gets rid of the white background. And so now you can totally stick it anywhere you want, like between the words. And what's cool, let me add, if I go to style, I can give this a reflection, and then you have like a little reflection there, which is cool. Let's see if we can do a reflection on the words. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Why is the reflect? Oh, because it only reflects on what the text box is. Okay, I understand. So I'm going to make my text box smaller, hit reflection, and then I got like a cool rat life thing going there. So that's one thing you can do. I'm going to add a shape, which is going to completely crash into everything. And so I find that I'm always going to none because I like to move things around everywhere. So I'm going to put a banner on this. This is going to kill the reflection effect, but just to show you how to make a banner, just go like that. It's covering the words. So now you want to go to arrange and you want to hit this back button here, and that makes it go to the back. And now, ooh, that looks nice. If you want to change the color, just go to over here. If it has some quick colors like right away that you can, ooh, I like that green one. This is kind of a cool texture. But if you wanted a solid color, it has like solid colors that you can do like that. And you can change the opacity of this too. So if it's, so that's cool. What else? I think that pretty much is it. Everything else, you're gonna just, again, put a text box that's gonna crash. You go to arrange, you say don't crash. You're then gonna pick its style. So you want it to be, sorry, when you go to text over here, you know, it's so tiny to begin with. You want it to be like maybe a header for your magazine. And so you're going to pick Meet the Rat. And then you can write underneath that and so on and so forth. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it. That should help you. When you're going to export it, just go to File, Export to PDF, and then just make sure it says better. That'll make the pictures look good, and then hit next, and that'll make it go to your computer and you can attach it and send it to me. Awesome, eh? Okay. Hope that helps.